Welcome to Let Me Share a Fun Fact, where we explore the most interesting and unexpected bits of knowledge from around the world. Today, we're taking a journey through fascinating facts that might surprise you, from countries you've heard of to those you might not know much about. Whether it's discovering the digital wonders of Estonia, the beer culture of Belgium, or the breathtaking mountains of Kyrgyzstan, we're diving deep into the unique stories and facts that make each place special. So sit back, relax, and let's explore these incredible curiosities together. Kuwait, a wealth built on oil. Kuwait is a small but mighty nation, known as one of the wealthiest countries in the world when measured by GDP per capita. This immense wealth is thanks to its vast oil reserves, which have fueled its economy since oil was first discovered in the 1930s. While it may be tiny in size, Kuwait has one of the largest oil fields globally, making it a key player in the international energy market. In fact, oil accounts for nearly half of its GDP and 90% of its export revenues. This reliance on oil has transformed Kuwait into a modern metropolis, where skyscrapers dominate the skyline and luxury is a way of life for many of its citizens. However, this oil dependency also poses challenges, especially in an era where the world is moving towards cleaner energy. Kuwait's government is aware of this and is making strides to diversify its economy, investing in sectors like finance and technology to ensure its continued prosperity. Monaco's casino mystery: why locals can't play. The world-famous Casino de Monte Carlo in Monaco is synonymous with glamour and high-stakes gambling. Yet, there's a surprising twist: Monegasque citizens, those born and raised in Monaco, are prohibited from gambling there. This unusual rule dates back to the 19th century when Princess Caroline introduced it to protect her people from the potentially harmful effects of gambling. While tourists from all over the world flock to the casino to try their luck at its legendary tables, locals are not allowed to set foot inside to gamble. Instead, they can enjoy the casino's luxurious architecture and stunning gardens, but they must take their bets elsewhere. Ironically, the casino remains a massive contributor to the economy of Monaco, helping to sustain its status as a tax haven. This odd prohibition adds to Monaco's allure, a tiny, wealthy nation where the locals live under a unique set of rules, even when it comes to gambling. Costa Rica, a nation without an army. In a world where military might often defines national power, Costa Rica stands as a remarkable exception. This small Central American country made a bold decision in 1949. It abolished its military altogether. In the aftermath of a civil war, Costa Rica's leaders chose to invest in peace rather than arms, reallocating military funds towards education, healthcare, and environmental conservation. This choice has paid off in spades. Today, Costa Rica is one of the most stable and prosperous countries in the region, often celebrated for its high standard of living and commitment to human rights. Instead of soldiers, the country relies on international alliances and diplomacy to maintain security. Costa Rica's stance has earned it the nickname the Switzerland of Central America. Its peaceful path offers a unique model in a world still dominated by conflict, showing that true strength can sometimes be found in the absence of arms. Uzbekistan, gold and cotton riches. Uzbekistan might not be the first country that comes to mind when you think of wealth, but beneath its desert sands lies a treasure trove. This Central Asian nation is home to some of the largest gold reserves in the world, making it a major player in global gold mining. It's estimated that Uzbekistan produces over 100 tons of gold annually, contributing significantly to its economy. But that's not the only natural resource boosting its fortunes. Uzbekistan is also one of the top exporters of cotton, often referred to as white gold for its economic importance. Cotton fields stretch as far as the eye can see, and cotton exports have long been a critical part of Uzbekistan's trade. However, the country's reliance on these commodities has come at a cost, with environmental challenges like the shrinking of the Aral Sea due to water mismanagement. Today, Uzbekistan is looking for ways to diversify its economy while preserving its natural resources for future generations. Myanmar, a land of ancient temples. Bagan, Myanmar, is a mystical place that seems frozen in time. It boasts one of the largest concentrations of ancient temples and pagodas in the world, with over 2,000 structures still standing today. These religious monuments, many built between the 9th and 13th centuries, are a testament to Myanmar's rich spiritual history. Once the heart of the pagan empire, Bagan was a thriving center of Buddhist scholarship, art, and culture. Today, the temples serve as a pilgrimage site for Buddhists and a destination for travelers seeking awe-inspiring views and cultural immersion. Visiting Bagan is like stepping into a dream, where the golden glow of the temples at sunrise and sunset creates an otherworldly atmosphere. Despite the beauty, Bagan faces challenges with preservation, as earthquakes and time have taken their toll on these ancient structures. Efforts are being made to restore and protect this UNESCO World Heritage Site, ensuring its legacy for future generations. Mount Everest's hidden trash problem. Mount Everest, the highest peak in the world, is a symbol of human determination and adventure. However, this iconic mountain has a dirty secret: it's also one of the world's highest trash dumps. Over the decades, thousands of climbers have attempted to reach the summit, and many have left behind a shocking amount of waste, including discarded gear, oxygen bottles, and even human waste. This pollution has turned Everest into an environmental concern. At such high altitudes, the harsh conditions make it nearly impossible for waste to decompose naturally, meaning much of the trash left behind will remain for centuries. In recent years, environmental groups and even governments have stepped in to try to clean up the mountain, with some expeditions dedicated entirely to collecting and removing the debris. Despite these efforts, the problem persists, highlighting the need for more sustainable and responsible climbing practices to preserve Everest's natural beauty for future generations. Hey there! If you're enjoying these fun facts so far, why not take a second to hit that subscribe button? Here on Let Me Share a Fun Fact, we're always diving into the most interesting and surprising bits of knowledge from around the world. Don't miss out on all the cool things we have coming up. Subscribe now and keep learning something new with every video. Albania, a nation of bunkers and isolation. During the Cold War, Albania found itself isolated from much of the world, living under a strict communist regime led by Enver Hoxha. Fearing invasion from both the West and the East, Hoxha initiated one of the most bizarre defense projects in history: the construction of over 700,000 bunkers across the country. These concrete structures, scattered everywhere from beaches to mountains, were meant to serve as protection against a perceived threat that never materialized. Today, these bunkers stand as a reminder of Albania's isolated past, dotting the landscape like silent sentinels. After the fall of communism in the early 1990s, Albania began to open up to the world, embracing new freedoms and becoming a travel destination known for its natural beauty and Mediterranean charm. The bunkers, once symbols of fear, have found new life as quirky tourist attractions, cafes, and even art installations, reflecting the resilience and creativity of the Albanian people in their journey from isolation to integration. Jamaica, the rhythm of reggae. Jamaica is a land of vibrant culture, stunning beaches, and, most notably, the birthplace of reggae music. This small Caribbean island gave the world a sound that has resonated far beyond its shores, thanks to the legendary Bob Marley. Reggae, with its slow, steady beat and socially conscious lyrics, emerged in the 1960s as a voice of the people, addressing issues of poverty, oppression, and resistance. It quickly became a global phenomenon, and today, Marley's music and the genre he popularized remain timeless. But reggae is more than just music in Jamaica, it's a way of life. The Rastafarian movement, which Marley helped bring to international attention, is closely tied to the island's identity, promoting values of peace, unity, and love. Whether you're wandering the streets of Kingston or relaxing on a sandy beach, the rhythm of reggae is never far away, serving as a reminder of Jamaica's rich cultural contributions to the world. North Macedonia, birthplace of Alexander the Great. North Macedonia, a land steeped in history, is most famous for being the birthplace of one of the ancient world's greatest figures, Alexander the Great. Born in Pella, a city in what was then part of ancient Macedonia, Alexander would go on to create one of the largest empires the world had ever seen, stretching from Greece to Egypt and as far east as India. His military genius and vision for a unified world still inspire scholars, historians, and leaders today. North Macedonia, while a much smaller and more peaceful nation now, continues to embrace its connection to this legendary leader. Visitors to the country can explore ancient ruins, including sites believed to be tied to Alexander's life and legacy. The capital city, Skopje, proudly displays statues and monuments dedicated to him, keeping his memory alive. Though the country has undergone many changes over millennia, its link to this towering figure of history remains a source of national pride. Bahrain, the island nation of 33. Bahrain, a small but strategically significant nation in the Persian Gulf, is a collection of 33 islands, with the majority of its population living on the largest one. Known for its rich history, Bahrain has been an important trading hub for thousands of years, thanks to its location along ancient trade routes. Today, it's a modern financial center, often referred to as the Pearl of the Gulf. The island nation is known for its blend of tradition and modernity, where ancient mosques sit alongside sleek skyscrapers. Bahrain's economy, once centered around pearl diving, has shifted towards oil and finance, making it one of the wealthier nations in the region. Despite its small size, Bahrain plays an outsized role in the politics and economics of the Gulf, and it's a popular destination for travelers seeking a mix of cultural heritage, desert landscapes, and luxurious experiences. With its unique geography and deep cultural roots, Bahrain continues to be a fascinating country to explore. Gabon, a lush rainforest paradise. Gabon is a nature lover's dream. Located on the west coast of Central Africa, this country is covered by vast stretches of tropical rainforest, which make up about 85% of its land area. These forests are home to some of the world's most diverse wildlife, including forest elephants, gorillas, and a wide variety of bird species. Gabon is considered one of Africa's last remaining wildernesses, with large portions of its land set aside as national parks. The government has made significant efforts to preserve its natural heritage, protecting the rainforests and their inhabitants from deforestation and other environmental threats. Ecotourism is growing in Gabon, attracting adventurers and conservationists alike who want to experience the untouched beauty of its landscapes. From the misty hills of Lope National Park to the mangroves along the coast, Gabon offers a glimpse into a world where nature still reigns supreme, making it a vital part of the planet's ecological balance. Bulgaria, land of roses. Bulgaria might surprise you as one of the world's largest producers of roses, specifically the prized Damascus rose, known for its rich fragrance. Located in the Valley of Roses, in central Bulgaria, thousands of acres of rose fields bloom every spring, filling the air with the scent of roses. This isn't just for show. Bulgaria is a major exporter of rose oil, a key ingredient in high-end perfumes and cosmetics. The country has been cultivating roses for centuries, and its rose oil is considered some of the best in the world. The annual Rose Festival, held in the town of Kazanlak, celebrates this unique heritage with parades, traditional dancing, and, of course, rose picking. For Bulgarians, roses are more than just a flower, they are a symbol of national pride and an important part of the country's economy. As you explore Bulgaria, it's impossible to miss the connection between this beautiful flower and the country's identity. Estonia, the digital nation of the future. Estonia is often hailed as one of the most digitally advanced countries in the world, and for good reason. Nearly every government service in Estonia is available online, from paying taxes to voting in elections. This small Baltic nation has fully embraced the digital age, creating what it calls an e-Estonia. Citizens carry digital ID cards that allow them to access government services with ease, making bureaucracy a thing of the past. But Estonia's innovations don't stop at e-governance. The country is a leader in cybersecurity and tech startups, home to companies like Skype and TransferWise. Its education system also emphasizes digital literacy, preparing future generations for a world where technology plays an increasingly central role. Despite its high-tech image, Estonia retains its natural beauty, with lush forests and stunning coastlines. This balance between embracing modern technology and preserving tradition makes Estonia a fascinating example of how nations can evolve while staying connected to their roots. Belgium, the beer lover's paradise. Belgium is a beer lover's dream destination, boasting more than 1,000 different types of beer. From world-renowned Trappist Ales to fruity lambics, Belgium has a beer for every palate. The country's beer-making tradition dates back centuries, with many breweries still following age-old recipes. Belgian beer is not just a drink, it's a cultural institution. In fact, in 2016, UNESCO recognized Belgium's beer culture as part of its Intangible Cultural Heritage of Humanity list. The diversity of Belgian beers is astonishing. You can find everything from light, crisp brews to dark, rich ales, often with complex flavors of fruit, spice, or chocolate. Beer in Belgium is often enjoyed in specialized glassware designed to enhance the flavor and aroma of each brew. Cities like Brussels, Bruges, and Ghent are home to some of the best beer bars in the world, where connoisseurs gather to sample the latest creations from local breweries. Whether you're a casual drinker or a true beer aficionado, Belgium's beer culture offers an unparalleled experience. Oman, the ancient land of incense. Oman is one of the oldest civilizations in the Arab world, with a history that stretches back thousands of years. The coastal city of Muscat was once a critical stop on the ancient trade routes that connected the east and west, known especially for its role in the frankincense trade. Frankincense, a fragrant resin, was highly prized in ancient times and was used in religious ceremonies and medicine. Oman's mountainous landscape and desert plains are still home to frankincense trees, and the country remains one of the few places in the world where this valuable resin is harvested. Beyond its historical significance, Oman is a land of stunning natural beauty, from the rolling sand dunes of the Wahiba Desert to the rugged mountains of Jebel Akhdar. Its people are known for their hospitality, and the country's rich cultural heritage is evident in its traditional souks, ancient forts, and vibrant festivals. Oman stands as a gateway to the past, where history and tradition meet the modern world. Nicaragua, the shark-filled freshwater lake. Nicaragua's Lake Nicaragua is famous for being the largest freshwater lake in Central America, but it holds an even more surprising distinction: it is home to freshwater sharks. These sharks, specifically bull sharks, are known for their ability to survive in both saltwater and freshwater environments. Over time, they have adapted to life in the lake, where they live alongside other unique species like sawfish and tarpon. The lake is vast, dotted with volcanic islands, and it has long been a crucial part of Nicaraguan life, providing resources and acting as a vital trade route. Today, it is a popular destination for tourists seeking adventure, whether they are kayaking among its islands or exploring the picturesque colonial town of Granada, which sits on its shores. The presence of sharks in this lake adds an element of mystery and wonder, making Lake Nicaragua one of the world's most unique and fascinating natural wonders. Eritrea, a carbon-conscious nation. Eritrea, located in the Horn of Africa, stands out as one of the countries with the smallest carbon footprints in the world. This small nation has managed to keep its carbon emissions remarkably low, partly due to its reliance on traditional farming and the limited use of fossil fuels. Despite facing challenges such as drought and limited resources, Eritrea has made efforts to promote sustainability and reduce its environmental impact. The country's low carbon footprint is a reflection of its simpler way of life, where the use of renewable energy sources is growing. Solar and wind power are being explored as alternatives to conventional energy, helping Eritrea transition toward a more sustainable future. With a focus on self-reliance and eco-friendly practices, Eritrea offers a glimpse into how smaller nations can contribute to global environmental efforts. As climate change becomes a more pressing issue, Eritrea's commitment to reducing its carbon footprint sets an example for others to follow. Kyrgyzstan, land of mountains. Kyrgyzstan is a country dominated by mountains, with nearly 90% of its territory covered by towering peaks and rugged terrain. The most famous of these ranges is the Tian Shan, whose snow-capped summits form a dramatic backdrop to the country's sweeping valleys and alpine meadows. This mountainous landscape has shaped Kyrgyzstan's culture and way of life for centuries, with nomadic traditions still alive in many parts of the country. Yurts, the traditional felt tents used by nomads, dot the high-altitude pastures where herders graze their livestock during the summer months. For adventurers and nature lovers, Kyrgyzstan is a paradise, offering endless opportunities for trekking, horseback riding, and mountaineering. The country's pristine lakes, such as the vast Issyk-Kul, provide stunning oases in the midst of the dramatic mountain scenery. As you explore Kyrgyzstan, it's easy to see why it's often called the Switzerland of Central Asia, a place where nature's beauty is truly awe-inspiring. And there you have it, some truly amazing facts from all corners of the globe. From Oman's ancient incense trade to Nicaragua's shark-filled lake, the world is full of surprises just waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this journey, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join us on Let Me Share a Fun Fact for even more incredible tidbits in the future. And don't forget to drop a comment below, let us know which facts you already knew, and which ones you found the most interesting. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time for more fun facts.